Okay, we'll get more Cowboy quotables coming up later in the show, but it is time now to talk with Stephen Jones here on your home of the Cowboys, 105.3 The Fan. And a good afternoon, sir. How you doing this Football Friday?
Doing great, guys. How you doing?
Oh, we're doing great. We just got the news on Ferguson. Looks like he's doubtful for Sunday, huh?
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a stretch for him to play. Probably, not probably. We are taking a conservative route with him, get him healthy. And good news is we like our tight end group, and a great opportunity for Schoonmaker and Fan Ford to step up, and we'll bring Fan up, and we'll have a good group.
So, yeah, I wanted to follow up on Schoonmaker. I know, tight end can be one of those positions that might take a little bit more time. Do you feel like we're still on track and developing to get there?
Oh, yes. I think, his deal is he's had some injury things that have set him back a little bit, and I think he just needs to get out there and get some confidence. He played really well last week in all phases, passing game, running game, and talented guy, and just needs a little confidence, and this will be a great opportunity for him to get it.
How you feeling about this Saints matchup? I know Dak was talking about some of his buddies were texting him "Who Dad," as he's a Louisiana guy, but two teams pretty close proximity, don't get to play every year. Do you see this as a rivalry?
Well, I don't know that it's a rivalry because you said we don't get to play very much, but obviously we're close. It's kind of like the Texans, not very far away, and certainly got much respect. Obviously, the late Mr. Benson was a good friend of ours, and close to the organization. Obviously, Sean Payton coached there for a long period of time, and then Mickey Loomis, his son, runs our pro personnel department for us, and so there's a lot of connections there. They put together a really good football team. Another connection, we got the Kubiak sons going against each other. Klein's in our building, certainly doing a great job in our scouting department, and then obviously their coordinator is a Kubiak as well, and doing a great job for them, it looks like, for the Saints.
Stephen, I know you appreciate the opportunity for the elevations and stuff, and I know a lot of thought goes into that, though. Is that just one of those things that's kind of a weekly that, okay, you know, Nick Vigil was the guy last week. Is it, and you mentioned Fant, is it one of those things where it's kind of like you have to be very mindful of who you're bringing up because you've only got so many elevations at those spots?
Yeah, I think you need to be mindful of it. A lot of it obviously has to do with injury. I mean, probably wouldn't be doing this if it weren't for the Ferguson injury and the John Stevens injury, and both those guys should be healthy, should be able to go next week. So that should take care of that. Vigil, obviously, we're paying attention to. He knows that Mike position, but we're training other guys as well. So, those are just the moving parts that go with this. Certainly special teams play a role in this as well. But we really like the makeup of our roster, and certainly teams take advantage of those practice squad elevations. I think it's a good thing in the NFL.
It's Stephen Jones here with you on The Fan. Sounded like Mike McCarthy, a fan of Dalvin Cook's impressive feat. Do you think he's going to make an appearance on game day soon?
I think that's possible for sure. He's obviously working hard, great team player. When Zim was the head coach at Minnesota, he was not only one of his best football players, as he says it, but also a leader of the team. So he's done a great job here. Obviously, watching his brother last night, he did a hell of a job for the Bills last night. Did a hell of a job against us when we played him last year. So great to have Dalvin on the team, and I'm sure he's going to get his opportunity with us.
How much did that win Sunday buoy you guys as far as confidence that things are coming along just great? I know the way last year ended was disappointing for a lot of fans. You guys said to open up training camp that you still believe this was a good winning team, and not only did you get the points, but the defense with Zimmer appears to be like more fundamentally sound. I know it's just one game, but it feels like the early returns are great in that department.
Yeah, we felt, as I said, we felt good about our football team. We were not only felt like we had a great draft, but we were getting guys back. Like an Overshown who really stepped up and played a great game. Didn't get to play last year because of an ACL injury. certainly some of our veteran pickups like Kendricks and Linville Joseph and Phillips, they all added to the mix. But, at the same time, you're right. I think what Zim's brought to the table, he's brought an edge. There's a lot of ways to have success in this league defensively. Certainly Dan did it one way, Zim does it another. And I think it's certainly he's bringing an element to the defense that I think is very productive, and it was great to see that. Obviously, we were very confident offensively based on what we did last year. Had one of the top offenses in the league that, we were going to be able to move the ball again, and certainly we were playing against a tough Cleveland defense, but feel like, all the pieces are there for the offensive side as well.
Have you ever eaten pickled pig's feet before?
Yes, I have.
You have? Okay, you're laughing.
Yeah, being from Arkansas, that's certainly most young men don't grow up, and you don't at least give it a try, but I actually liked them growing up.
Okay. How about that? Well, my guy Wolchuk just had a bet payoff today, and he just hammered home a Big John's ready-to-eat pickled pig's foot. Is it usually as red in the jar as the one that we had, or was that an off-color situation? That?
Yeah, they're pink. They're a pinkish red, if you will.
Okay.
Very vinegary.
Yeah, very vinegary for sure.
Okay, but you liked it. Is there? Is that if you were like trying to give us the most like the weirdest thing you've ever eaten? Would that probably be it, or have you had a weirder animal?
Well, there's some people take push back when you talk about eating chitlins, but I'm a big fan of that as well. I grew up. My grandmother on my dad's side, she used to cook them for us, and my grandfather loved them. My father liked them, and so did I.
Wow, that's fantastic. What's the general Stephen Jones game day eating? Like during the game, are you snacking on something, or what's the move there?
My go-to is I got to have the hot dog before every game, and then I'll snack on the chicken wings or chicken fingers, at halftime there. But usually can't pass up on those hot dogs, usually more than one before the game's over.
That is legendary. Of course, there's all kinds of great stuff to eat at AT&T Stadium. Have fun out there on Sunday and give them hell. We'll be pulling for you, Stephen.
Appreciate you guys. Great being on.